Hello, everyone, and welcome to Thursday's Live. This is Denise Armenio, and I am a certified emotion code, body code practitioner, genius biofeedback practitioner, and I also have Claire McIntyre with me here today to help answer all your questions in the chat room. I do have to apologize. Karen McDonald couldn't make it today. She had filming or something that she wasn't able to move around, but she will be here with us on May 4th. So please, those of you who are interested in listening to what she has to say, especially about Candida, and the new strain of Candida, please mark your calendar for May 4th. And today we are going to have a volunteer, and it is, we're going to work with Claire today. So anyway, if anyone has questions, we all will be working the chats for you. And also want to remind everybody that there is a special sale going on right now for the QuantiCaps. So the sale ends tomorrow, but if you want to buy them in bulk, there are some really big savings. If you go buy it, tell them we sent you. So anyway, let me just start sharing my screen. And sorry, let me just get all my other little participants here so I could see if anybody's coming in. Okay, so I am going to start. Claire, I probably already have you. I'm just going to enter you new, I think. Oh my goodness, sorry. I spelled you right?
No, it's YRE.
Oh, sorry.
No, no I.
Ah, you know, it's my eye. It's so small. I did it right? Is it bigger for you? Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Birth date?
14th of the 6th, 66.
Okay. So we're going to start here. Do you want to tell us a little bit of your symptoms that we're going to be working today? I think you were saying that your spine is hurting you.
Yeah, it feels like sort of like L1. There's a lot of throbbing, stroke, inflammation, sort of like around that area. And so that still have some tightness around the rib cage, and I would say lower abdomen, large intestine, yeah, a heavy.
So how would you rate, like on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being like pretty painful, what would you rate your pain today, or discomfort, however you want to classify it?
It's up there, probably about an 8.
Okay. Okay. So these are just notes that I put in here for myself. It does not affect the scan at all. So I'm just going to hit begin. And now I'm going to ask Claire to to record her voice. So I will just count you down. 3, 2, 1, begin. You know what to do. You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, begin.
A-E-I-O-U, Claire McIntyre. A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U.
Perfect. And then we're just going to play this back. So the voice harmonics is basically how the genius translates the spoken word into a frequency. And it is a good thing to play it after you record it because it works like a homeopathic. So like cancels out like. So a negative will cancel out a negative, a positive will cancel out a positive. Okay, great. So now I'm just going to hit next. Claire, I'm just going to take a little screenshot here of you. You love that. And now let's hopefully it's in my pictures. And there you are. Okay, so I'm just going to hit begin analysis here. And continue. And so, yes, I'm going to use an affirmation. The one that I always like to use are all energies are transmuted into the frequency of so all energies. Okay. So also what that affirmation does is, again, the genius translates the written word into a frequency, and that frequency will be overlaid every time we run frequencies. So now you can see we have the 3 categories here listed, and this is what you will see if you are using the trial or if you're just working with the basic version of the Genius and you have not purchased any libraries or you have not created any. These are the 3 main categories you will see. I'm just going to go in and click on the navigating bars up here at the top right, and I'm going to add my libraries to Claire as my client. So I'm just going to click on libraries here and hit add to client, select all. And I'm also going to do that for master branch, add to client, select all, and hit OK. And we can go back out now. If anybody has any questions here, please put them in the chat box for us. I am going to go to and run a begin analysis here. Okay, so let's look at your aura, and it's down here. So we just click on the line, it brings up the avatar where we want to hit begin analysis. Hello, everybody that's just joining us. And anybody that's coming in late, Karen McDonald will not be with us today, but she will be joining us on May 4th. Okay, so here is your aura for today. That looks like you're not feeling well. Hopefully we can work on helping you with that a little bit. We can just look at the old version, which does give us some information too. And the biggest piece really of information here is that this area on the bottom, you're really not all in your body there. So, but that's probably because you're not feeling well. So let's now go to our custom libraries, and I want to go there now so that I can run the analysis and then work with the vessel priming library first to help get your body ready to take in these frequencies. Okay, so I'm just going to hit this little drop pull down over here with the arrow on it, brings up the advanced search. So I have the library selected. So that means it's going to be searching the library title names, and I can just hit the search. And I know my library title is bioterrain, and it's the vessel priming frequencies. Now, I know that people have been asking questions on this. So you can click on it and hold down and drop it down, and it will add the items into the main hold tray. If you pulled it up, it would add it into the quick zap it as well. So since I was planning to use all of them and wasn't going to just select red or blues, I just automatically drag them all in, and it's a little bit quicker that way. So we can just begin analysis now. And let's just run all of the frequencies for 1 minute. Okay, so that's a little bit low. I'd like to see that at 40% rectification. I am going to rescan it, and I'm just going to run the highs and the lows. Actually, I'm just going to run the lows, I think, for you first and see how we do there. And let's just hit, I'm going to run it for 30 seconds. I found sometimes if you just run the lows, it can jumpstart the rectification more. So sorry, well, I guess it was the right amount of seconds because you had a good rectification here, and even harmony, alignment, and energy flow are good. Margaret, sacrum and sacral chakra are in the highs. These are actually the lows here, sacral and sacrum. I'm not 100% following you on what you're asking. If you want to unmute, maybe I would understand you better. Yeah, you're used to me doing the highs. Yes, and what I found lately is if I'm running the frequencies and it keep getting low rectification, if I just run the lows, sometimes I can't answer the reason why, but it will just kind of snap in and help get the rectifications to be a little bit better. So now I would rescan it again, and I want to run the highs and the lows. And hopefully it will jumpstart it. So now we're up at the highs, Margaret. So now we're looking at the highs, and I'm just going to run this for 30 seconds. So grounding is showing up in there. So okay, so good. So awesome rectification again, and your harmony, alignment, and energy flow are really in sync. So that's really great. So I'm going to back out of here. Hopefully we did what we needed to do in there to get you all primed and ready. And now let's go to, we'll go to the general overview by clicking on the system overview. But before I do that, I know a lot of you have, you're here every week and you understand what the value system means. But for anybody new, or for anyone who may be watching this on the replay and isn't quite sure what these numbers mean, the Genius uses a value system from 0 to 777. 0 to 100 is represented by the color blue, and that is observed to be chronic energetic disturbances. It could also be referred to as under energy, or in Chinese medicine would refer to it as stagnant energy. We then go to 101 to 450, and that is represented by the color green. Then we go from 451 to 688 is represented by the color yellow. And lastly, 689 to 777 is represented by the color red. That is observed to be acute energetic disturbances, meaning that the disturbance is happening now in the present time. It could also be referred to as over energy or heat or inflammation, especially when working with meridians. It's reds are often referred to as over energy and blue under energy. So, and if you're working with different modalities, that's how we would explain it. A lot of times in the quick balance, we'll work with just the reds and the blues that are on the page that you are on. When we do more focused searches, you will have some people that work with 200 and below and 600 and above. And the reason for that is when you drag things into the main hold tray, the Genius uses algorithms that looks at the relationship of the items that are in that tray. And you might find that some of those yellows or greens might actually become highs or lows, or something that you need to work with in the progressive insights. So now let's just go into the system overview. If we click on that. Okay, so now with the new Genius 2.0, we have not only all the line items from the main page, from the 3 main categories, but we now have access to all the line items from all our libraries, which is great. It also really is very expansive if you have a lot of libraries. So we have a little, if you press on the plus, Ryan has added a add top 50 and add bottom 50. And I like to use that option, especially because when we're dealing and working with frequencies and energy, anything can cause anything. So For me, this is a really important place to work on and spend a little bit of time, because you may not normally think to go to these libraries. And in fact, looking at them, on some of them, I have no idea. Well, it does tell us what libraries they are in here, but when you you just may not think to go to any of those libraries when you're working with the symptoms that the client presents to you. So after I have added the top 50 and bottom 50, I will remove the libraries. And that will enable us to look at the items that are just on the system overview page. And again, I will do the same thing by adding the top 50 and adding the bottom 50. And you see that we have about 198, and that's because some of the items from the system overview page must have been in that top 50 or bottom 50 when we added them before. So it's not going to put them in twice. So now we can just run our analysis here in the so we can work with all of them again, and we'll work with all of them for 1 minute. Claire, how are you feeling? Are you doing okay? So you have a good rectification on there as well. And again, your harmony, alignment, and energy flow are really tight. So that's really good. I will rescan, and then we'll run the highs and the lows for you. And I don't know if anything in here on these are resonating for you, Claire, but would have come up, but some of them may not make sense. I'm going to put this to 0 so we can run it for 30 seconds. So that's a little low. So I think I'm going to turn off the highs, and we should just have the lows selected now. And let's just play those for 30 seconds. I turn the nature sounds up. I don't know if you can all hear them, but it sounds like running. Okay, so we're at 33%, and I just wanted to look. So Margaret, is Claire, are you having any digestive issues?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
I'm
Margaret,
sorry.
I would think that that's a good call. I mean, we always work on working with the digestion when we add stuff in. So after we get here, we will look at that a little bit. So If you are, Claire, hopefully we'll be able to get to some of that. I'm not going to work any longer on this section right now, just because it is the demo. But if it wasn't a demo, I would work on these a little bit longer to try to get it up to that 40% rectification. But we can just clear out the main hold tray now. And as we go back now to the system overview page, we can look at what the today's stress is showing. So it does make sense that connective tissue is showing in there for you. We can add that. Why don't we just add these reds in here? Let's add fungus. And on the bottom, we'll just add these blues and inflammation. And we can add in, I'm just going to add indigestion, all of it. But if you wanted to look, we are seeing there's liver again showing up. So, and then stomach and mouth. So we are seeing some areas in here, but we can hit that when we get into the custom libraries in just a minute. Whoops. We may want to look at spinal energy here for you. And so the first view, when you look at this, it's the spinal column in order, the way it exists on our back. So it's showing, you know, some of these, the coccyx down here and some of these other vertebrae in here. So, but we can add in, let's just add in the reds and the blues. I'm going to work with this when we get into the custom libraries and some other libraries in there as well. I do want to look at the spiritual protection, and it all looks pretty, I mean, relatively good in here. I mean, we could technically add everything from 300 down. I'm just going to add them all in because we never know once we get them in the progressive insights that these, you know, they might switch to some reds. And we'll add your 528 in here. And let's just go into our libraries. I'm going to want to work with some of those emotions before we finish. But the first thing we can look at in here, let's just go look on what is showing up in here for you. It's mostly, just want to stop on the cranial nerves and get those in here for you.
I had craniosacral this morning.
You did?
Yeah.
So,
which was good. There was one that kept, or your list, there was something there on ligaments.
yeah, I was going to get to that next.
Okay.
I was going to do I want to do the nerves too. So I'm just going to do all the nerves that are showing up here that are red and blue, and possibly even green if there's a lot of really low. I'm just going to stick with the reds and blues for now because yeah, otherwise the tray is going to get really filled up. And again, we can work with let's do in the vertebral column. We'll add all of these because it's not just going to get the ligaments, but it's getting the ligaments and also mentioning those particular points in there. And I added all the green in here as well. Okay, so now it's you're feeling it up by your neck though?
No, my neck's sort of okay for the moment. Oh, right temporal, sort of, there's been a bit of pain around there.
Okay, so let's add all these. Um, let's get your fascia lines. If there's anything else in here that jumps out at you, Claire, your feet are okay?
No, please put my feet in.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, so we hit a bunch of stuff in there, and but I do want to use the pain, and this is going to be a big one in here. So we're going to go over 200 by a lot, probably. Well, could be worse. Okay, so let's run these. And I'm going to start with working with all of them for 1 minute. So thoracic 6 is showing up. Thoracic 6 has to do with your stomach, indigestion, reflux, food sensitivities, and constant worry and stuffed emotions. Does that resonate?
Yeah. It's all resonating. Even on the primer, the beat rhythmics that came up.
Good.
Yeah.
Are you feeling it? That frequencies or not so much?
Not that I know of.
I'm sorry, what?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had a good rectification there, so that's great. Let's rescan them and we'll run the highs and the lows for 1 minute. And let's hit play. L1 is your large intestine, and thoracic 8 is your spleen and diaphragm. Immune system issues, chronic viruses, chronic infections.
Yeah.
So you did good here. That's good, Claire. Any shifts? You feeling anything? I just want to see if we should.
It's difficult to tell when your body is feeling so sort of.
Okay, I want to. I don't want to clear this tray out, but I do want to work a little bit with brain anatomy, neurotransmitters, and with the red and blue. And I'm adding in the theta here just to help relax. I'm just wondering if I want to add in one of the Alaskan libraries for you. So let's add in the reds and the blues here. So interesting, the last one says lack of strength and flexibility. I'm just thinking with your spine, you know, metaphysically, how that would translate.
Yeah.
But let's run these for 1 minute. Okay, good. So another good rectification here. Let's look and see how your aura is doing. You need to take a deep dive on it. There's a bit of gray in there.
It's a bit wishy-washy, isn't it?
Okay, so that's looking a lot better. I don't know if you're feeling as much better as the aura looks, but at least the colors are coming in more vibrant. It's still dark out here, and that's probably stuff more like in all time. So, but what's close to you right now, it's not that dark, although there is a little bit of gray in here. You are more grounded. It still could be better, but you are more grounded. Do you feel more grounded?
A little bit.
So let's see. I'm kind of feeling drawn to this. Let's do a quick balance on these because my trays are a little getting filled up. So let's just hit a quick balance on the female side, and these are just affirmations. I wouldn't have thought to pull it except for these. Okay, that's good. And let's, just because digestion was a big component here, I think we should go to the bioterrain. So I'm thinking let's clear this out. Are you good with that? Do you want me to run? Did the pain subside anymore? Do you want me to run that again?
There's less throbbing in my spine, so that's improved a little.
Let's just run all of these again for 30 seconds for you. Okay, so I was just actually just muscle testing um, to try to figure out when to stop that for you. So you did have a good rectification there. Any additional shifts in the throbbing at all? No? Okay. So let's back out of here. I'm going to clear this and let's see if we can attack it from another angle. Let's add in the reds and the blues for the parasites and also the remedies. And let's look at some of these statements for the parasites in here. I really find these statements to a lot of times be so spot on. So don't underestimate the power of those statements in there. And I'm just looking to add using the sounds and the colors and the elements as sort of solutions. And I'm going to look at these for the acid and alkaline statements in there, because those were low at 82. Does candida and yeast show up for you a lot?
Yes, could you look at that, please? I was going to mention it earlier.
I'm going to add them all. Maybe there's like a little bit of a flare up. Did you eat maybe more sugar than normal, or carbs or something in your diet that may have aggravated it?
No more than normal, should we say, on the sugar front, but yeah, it's all needs to be addressed, the digestion and
I want to go back and add the spiritual protection in here. And the reason why I'm doing that is because we added the parasites in there, and a lot of times there could be like entanglements with them. So okay, so let's click all for 1 minute. It does seem that, well, at least from the first run of it, that the candida is coming up higher than the
big.
parasite. Have you worked with histamines? Do you work with the histamines?
No, to be honest, they don't often come up for me.
Okay, so again, you have a 43% rectification, which is nice. The harmony, alignment, and energy flow. There's a little bit more of a gap in there, but you've been pretty tight. Let's just rescan this and run the highs and the lows. And again, right up on top. Let's see what some of the lows are. Well, you do have, this one parasite here, but then, you have the
Candida.
yeah. So we can hit play. 1 second. Sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? Did it get stuck? That was weird. It was like the same.
Is Candida more acid forming or?
Questions about so Rosemary is saying, as I study the statement libraries that come up in the sessions, I do find the statements are amazingly helpful, especially of late with the acid alkaline statements. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, great. I'm so glad, Rosemary, that you find them helpful. I really do find all those statements, they're usually like so on point. And when you talk about, the metaphysical connection with stuff, it's really, it's crazy how, they fit together. So again, you had a great rectification here. How are you feeling? I don't mean to put you on the spot. I just want you to feel better. You have the rest of the work day ahead of you. Let's just run your aura here and see what's happening. Okay, so we are seeing this dark in here coming more into the center, and it's a little bit so what do we want? How do we want to address this? I'm going to clear this out and
Good. I'm glad Margaret is feeling it.
what did you say?
Margaret Mead has put a message in the box.
Did I miss it? Oh, maybe she just sent it to you. Sorry, you're on the spot now, Margaret.
Oh,
I'm glad you're feeling the effects of it. I'm just trying to see. I'm gonna go a little woo-woo with you guys here right now. Hope you guys are all prepared. I keep feeling this. Okay. I can't explain it all, guys. Just like go with the flow of it. We're just gonna try to clear some stuff out. It's all frequencies, guys. That's all it is. So let's just run these. This does have the potential of making your aura look a little bit worse before it gets better. I'm gonna run this and then we're gonna close it out with some the gemstones again and some like probiotics and stuff here. So okay, so I'm going to rescan that. Just turn the lows from 37. And let's see if we could. Okay. You did good there.
Better.
So let's clear this out and we're just going to go back to the bioterrain and we're going to add these 2 libraries that say finish on it. And whoops. Also go back to, oh. What's happening? Sorry, my cursor keeps going to like the AL. Okay, so let's add this one blend in here and we can add some of these down here that are low, but I want to go more towards I don't know, these aren't doing it for me. Ah, okay. All right, Claire. Ready?
Ready.
How are you doing, Margaret? Are you still feeling them? Good. I know I just got a good back crack, so it must be doing something for me. So thanks, Claire. Any shifts?
Feeling it. Tingles on my right side.
Good. Okay, great rectification there. And how is your overall pain? You were like at an 8 before.
Say it's gone down. I would say probably to about a 6.5. I'm feeling less fragile than I was.
Okay.
That's probably a good way of putting it.
That is a good thing. When you grabbed your head, it where is, that's not what I want. Why aren't I finding me? Oh, here we are. Let's run this on a quick balance for you.
Yeah, they were just sort of tingles.
Yeah, let's get some of these brain areas.
Energies.
So I'm using all the little trays today, so you can all see. You're drinking a lot of water. Okay. How's that feel? Good or too much, too little?
No, that seems like a good place to stop, actually.
A good place to stop. Okay,
Yeah.
good. And I just want everybody to see, I mean, when you are working with your client, it is a good idea to like, and not to say that nobody is, but when you can bounce things off, a lot of times it's something that they might say that just causes you to pick, go to a different library or another. So, it's really their higher self that knows what to do and to heal them. So by trying to tap into that a little bit, it always helps. That's why you'll never really find me sticking to a set protocol, because you just don't think that you can follow the same. Not everybody is going to follow the same pattern. Okay, we still have some work to do on you, Claire, but so this stuff in here, we want to try to clear that. I'm just trying to think what you want to work with that with, but I think for now, you're cooked. I'm getting the sense since so I don't want to overdo it with you, but just drink plenty of water. Does anybody have any questions or anything that before we go, we have a couple of minutes here. Any questions on how I ran this scan today? No one? No one, no one? Well, all right, no questions. Everybody's quiet. Claire, I'm glad you are feeling better. Still 6.5 after we worked with the brain? Oh my God, can
Yes.
stop? I'm deleting that. I don't want to see that a picture posted up there of me, but thank you, Timmy. Anyway, is it still a 6.5, you think?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Well, so rest. You still made some improvement, about a 15% improvement, so that's great. And thank you, Margaret. She says thank you for a great class again, as usual. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
I love working every week with all of you. So thank you for showing up every week. And if there's any questions,
Thank you,
you can
Margaret.
always email me at Denise@Inside Health Apps. And I'm happy to help answer any of your questions. For anybody that got here late, remember you have the sale for the promo for the Quanta capsules. Great sale on it today. It's awesome special. So today and tomorrow, go buy your Quanta capsules. Tell them I sent you. And Claire. And all of us, we all sent you. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. It was so good to see you. We will see you next Thursday. And again, remember that Karen McDonald is coming back May 4th, and she will be here with us. All right. So everybody have a good day. Claire, feel better.
Thank you. And thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Bye, everyone.